Hi, I have a feeling that this reading is going to be about love. So please use your discernment to know if this is for you or not. Okay, this is going to be an oracle or tarot reading. And if you would like to stick around, say yes to allow me in your energy. Thanks. As we share divine guidance with you, please open your mind and heart to receive this with love. We ask you to stand in faith, trust, and knowingness that you are divinely protected and loved, and these messages are for your highest and greatest good. Okay. Interesting. A couple announcements before I get into these cards and what the messages are for you. I have a YouTube channel, so you can find a link to that in my bio. And if you're seeing this on YouTube, what's up? I can post full readings there where TikTok limits us to 10 minutes. Okay. So let's let the message come out and we'll go over it. Interesting. So far we have the Four of Cups. Let me just check in on the cards that are in reverse to make sure they are to remain in reverse. Okay, yep. Those are to be in reverse. Okay, fair enough. We have the Magician in reverse. We have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Ace of Pentacles in the upright. The World card, the Strength card, the High Priestess, and the Fool. Okay, this is some major arcana up in here. I feel like, yeah. So this is really talking about some major things, some like pivotal moments in your life, decisions that needed to be made, situations that needed to be abandoned and left behind, you know, seeing through illusions and, you know, keeping your eye on the prize and understanding that, like, you know, if there was any type of manipulation that you were involved in as a result of either you being on the receiving end of someone trying to manipulate you for the sake of greed, or you were the one doing this. You know, this is saying that, like, whatever energy, you know, was kind of seeking things for the sole purpose of personal gain, right? And, you know, going to whatever lengths it is to kind of like take advantage of others for the sake of their personal gain. And this is like energy manipulation that can be taken numerous ways, including black magic. I feel like there's some sort of energy of like now understanding or having some sort of feelings, emotions about missing out. Okay. I feel like somebody, you know, did something for the sake of, it's almost like the grass is greener on the other side, or they thought so, but they were mistaken. I feel like the realization is happening now, okay? I feel like whatever they went to was not prosperous, okay? Whatever lengths they went to did not yield what they thought that they would yield. In fact, it's the opposite, okay? And I feel like now they realize what the real prize was, and it wasn't where they went. I'm also getting... you know, this is like a transcendence. I feel like you protecting your energy and learning the lesson and skedaddling away from this energy and listening to your guidance helped you to remain in a protective state. Okay, this energy is surrounded in an egg-shaped layer of protection. So I feel like it's almost like, you know, you were guided in a way to leave something behind because of someone's ill intent. I'm getting it took a lot of courage, it took a lot of strength, it took a lot of perseverance, and for you to have the confidence that, like, whatever information you're receiving through your intuition, through your spiritual gifts and your guidance, like your inner GPS, like, you learn to trust that. And as a result of you trusting the intel that you got regarding this energy trying to win at all costs, okay, you removed yourself, and as a result, like, you are free and clear. You have freedom. Okay, so this is essentially about someone having energetic freedom. Okay, what are they getting energetic freedom from? And why? I feel like this was a major accomplishment that happened. I have the Hierophant and the Empress. Yeah, this is, okay, this is like learning this. It's almost like I'm getting like initiation energy. I'm getting like, in order for you to be in the position that you were destined to be in, you had to go through certain lessons. And I'm getting like the lesson you recently learned helped to initiate you to be in this position as a high priestess, or to strengthen your skills. I'm getting there's a lot of like skill development, learning through practice. I feel like in order for you to learn what you needed to learn and free yourself from karmic debt and close out cycles of the past so that you can be in your initiation phase, I'm getting that you needed energy to work with, right? And I feel like that served its purpose. And you really did benefit from the experience at the end of the day. So whatever you may have experienced with someone, some people, energy that you had to leave behind, and go on like a solo trip, mission, quest, I feel like you understand that there was much gained as a result of this, okay? Much gained. And I feel like there was an evolution, some sort of transcendence, some sort of like spiritual rebirth, major accomplishment, okay? I'm getting like, because you went through this, you now have the experience, okay, with the Hierophant. The Hierophant certainly is all about education and sharing wisdom and knowledge, as well as the High Priestess. Yeah, I feel like this allowed for you to be in your position of assistance and of service. I'm getting of service. I feel like you have a higher calling of service. And then I have the Six of Pentacles. So yeah, this is you being in service. Okay, so whatever you learned, whatever you gained was certainly for the next quest that you're on, okay? There's something that you're going to be asked to go and do and experience, and you are going to love it, okay? And then we have the Ten of Wands. I feel like, yeah, so that's what it is. I feel like you see 10-10, all right? So this is representing like major endings, okay? Endings that need to occur so that transition can happen, so that transformation, right, can also happen. That's where we grow the most. I feel like you saw the silver lining in this and you were like, okay, let's make the decisions needed to move forward. I feel like you went through that process. I'm also getting like somebody might reach out, okay, with the Page energy to kind of like offer some sort of like, I don't know. It feels like it could either be some sort of an apology because they're extremely burdened by everything that they put you through, that they are now experiencing. Again, I'm getting like whatever was sent your way energetically was returned to sender times 10, okay, with the 10 of Wands and the 10 of Swords in reverse. So I feel like whatever this energy did to come against you, it had something to do with like your physical reality. So this could be like you making money, you having clients, you know, not having like they may have wished like you having excessive bills, or something like financial, your home, like losing your home, or I feel like there was, you know, instability. I feel like this energy that was sent your way was to cause you to be unstable financially, physically, mentally as well, okay? And now I feel like someone is now potentially experiencing some of what you have in the past at their hand, and they may want some forgiveness. I feel like you've forgiven this energy already because you're in Empress energy. I'm getting that like you understand like this actually served your highest and greatest good, and you're accepting it for what it is. And you don't need an apology from anybody, although they might be called to make an apology because it's part of their healing process, which is fine. I feel like you will keep to yourself, though. That's not something that you're looking to, you know, like your back's to the end, and your back is to it, and you're going in a different direction completely. I feel like you're being guided as a hermit. You stay to yourself, like you potentially could be that spiritual guide that that energy that, you know, is about to have victory and success. I feel like you're being recognized for the guidance you provide. Divine guidance at that with the Sun card. I'm getting like, I feel like you now, as through this process, are being recognized for what you've overcome, what you've created, and what you've learned, and how you have elevated. Okay, I'm getting like elevated energy. Okay, so that's beautiful. I feel like the Sun card is, you know, letting us know that like this was a growth opportunity for you. Yeah, Queen of Cups energy, absolutely. Yeah, you took this and used it to your benefit. You made this work for you in the best way. And by doing that, you're also helping other people use it for their benefit. So it's like you're paying it forward. And I feel like the Queen of Cups is definitely that energy. She's someone who is very loving, caring, kind, but also pays it forward. So she's someone who kind of nurtures a community, kind of like is that friend in the group that's like the mom. I feel like that's your energy. You kind of look out for everybody, and if somebody needs something, like, or if you have an overage of something, you share. Yeah, I feel like with the Two of Swords, like, you're very intuitive. You have a very strong understanding of things. The Queen of Cups is very in touch with her empathic abilities as well as her psychic abilities. I'm getting like her heart chakra is very open, okay? But don't get it twisted. You know, this is like, she will create a boundary, a blockage, you know, if needed. Specifically if it's coming from energy that's like Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is, you know, in this context, I would say somebody who is running from accountability and responsibility and thinking that they don't need to do anything about what's happened. Like, it's kind of like forgive and forget energy. I feel like there's some sort of like, someone did something that they certainly feel shameful about. I feel like they are looking over their shoulder, and I feel like they're worried about what's coming for them after what they did to you. Okay? I feel like they know it's coming. Okay? Someone knows it's coming. Right? I feel like if anyone's coming your direction, let's see, is anyone coming their direction? I just heard for some, yes. Okay? Yeah, for some, yes. The energy, if it comes towards you, will be met with a tower. I feel like this energy, and that might be what they're running away from, is wherever they went, whatever they created there, right? We saw in the beginning, we had the Magician, and we had the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. I'm getting like, wherever they went and created, and whatever they did, it's falling apart. And I feel like they're running away from the responsibility of this. I feel like they're blaming somebody else for this falling apart. I feel like they're blaming you for this all falling apart, but you had nothing to do with any of it. Okay? I'm also getting like what they wished upon you, they wished for themselves. I heard that. Chariot. This is like, yeah, the Chariot is talking about like, you're in a different direction. You're meeting up with, like, you're focused on your businesses, you're focused on a union, you're focused on someone who also understands their value and worth, and, you know, doesn't need validation from other people. I feel like you're in better alignment here. I feel like you're focused on something that is, you know, very stable, very secure. This could be like entrepreneur vibes. This can just you being like the provider. I'm also getting like choices. I feel like you have better choices, okay? You have options. You have high level soulmate option, okay, that's coming in for you. I have the Lovers and the Nine of Cups, okay? So this is like a wish and dream come true, abundance, and overindulgence. I have Five of Pentacles. So this means lack. I feel like you will no longer be abandoned or left out. I feel like this energy is going to choose you. All right, I have choices. I feel like they're fated to experience the abandonment that they put you through. I feel like they need to be careful what they wish for. I'm feeling like the choices they made are now their choices. Again, be careful what you wish for. You might just get it. And I feel like they chose a partner, and the partner they chose is a mirror image of them. Okay, so if they were someone who was greedy, materialistic, lustful, then they were partnered with someone who reflects that back to them. Okay, as a result of abandonment wounds, and I feel like this is the cycle of repeat for them. They will repeat this until they learn the lesson, is what I'm getting. You're moving on towards something else that is more aligned with your higher calling, okay? You have a blessing to continue moving forward towards that, okay? The Chariot also represents like having the discipline and the drive, right, to let this fall and move on. I feel like you took a responsibility for what was yours. I don't think that this energy is taking any responsibility or has to this point. I'm getting with the King of Pentacles that's out here is that like this really speaks to like there's someone who you're better matched with, suited with. And I feel like you have this realization and you're not settling for less than. You are the Nine of Pentacles, which kind of represents the pre-Empress energy. But this is an energy that's got their shit together, has their ducks in a row. You know, is very abundant, very resourceful, very high honored, okay? You hold high honor. And I feel like there was a lot that was done to kind of like defame your honor. Yeah, there's a lot that was done to defame your honor. The Sun in reverse. I feel like there was a lot of energy saying that you weren't a child of God. You weren't chosen. You had no gifts. You were not special. I feel like this is past energy. Okay, I'm also getting like they're saying that is because they miss your light. They miss your energy. They miss your love. And they could not admit that. They had to spin the story, spin the narrative, is what I'm getting. I feel like this past energy is being exposed. What's this? Yeah, things are ending for them. There's a lot of chaos, a lot of fighting, a lot of, you know, difficult experiences, a lot of obstacles that they have created for themselves. I feel like something major, there's like major life changes happening for them. And I feel like if there was anything that was really like optimistic or good coming in for them, I feel like there's been an adjustment of that. Okay, with the Sun in reverse and the Death card, I feel like this is not happiness. This is like destructive behavior. This is toxic behavior. This is lashing out at one another. This is, you know, unhealed trauma response energy. What I'm picking up here, I'm feeling it as well. So again, like you're guided on another path. Like you're no longer on that timeline at all. Like you're on your own timeline and it's not in alignment with any of this energy. Okay. I'm getting the timeline change and switch has something to do with this Wheel of Fortune. I feel like, you know, once you learn a lesson and you experience the duality of that and the perspective of that and can come out from a neutral perspective, understanding, you know, the lesson there and whatnot and applying it, right? Integrating it. That's when you close out a cycle, okay? Depending on how much needed to be learned in that cycle. So that's why I'm getting like there's a new timeline, okay? For whoever I'm reading for that was up against this energy. So if you resonate with being on a new timeline, then this is for you. Okay, I have the Emperor energy. Hold on, I gotta get a card. My leg is numb. Yeah, I feel like there's some sort of like masculine energy as well as some sort of like I'm getting like masculine and like if you have a family, if you have siblings, I'm getting like children energy. This can also be like knowing somebody for a long time or some reminiscing energy. Oh yeah, okay. So this masculine, this Emperor, pretends to be this upstanding father figure, right? And what I'm getting is like, it's a false mask. Yeah. I'm also getting like, like you're the boss of your family. You're the leader of the family. You're the one that takes control and, you know, is in the leadership position as it relates to like your family dynamics. Okay. So you're the one that makes the decisions. You're the one that rises above situations for their highest and greatest good. Like, you know that you have a very important role here when it comes to your family. I'm also getting Law and Order is playing out here with the Five of Wands. All right, so I feel like there might be some sort of like, in the physical realm, like some sort of whatever, like some sort of court, some sort of police, some sort of like whatever they were doing. I feel like somebody might have told on somebody. I'm getting like there's something bubbling up that may affect someone's children. It could be like child support. It could be like something happened to the point where children are affected as well. I feel like your guides are telling you to kind of like, none of that is your business, and for you to kind of like keep focused on, you know, the next chapter, like your new timeline. They don't want you to focus on this energy because it's not yours. None of it is involving specifically, like if there's any drama going on or endings of things, like they're not yours per se. I feel like this drama is not my collective. I'm getting like this is related to their past energies, but I am getting for my collective that you are someone who has been called to step into like a leadership position when it comes to your family, your kids, and, you know, learning from the past and moving on. I feel like you're helping your family move on as well and closing out a major chapter. I feel like there could be some healing going on when it comes to inner childhood wounds, as well as like family healing. Okay, I feel like our generations are doing more healing than maybe what has been done previously. So as a result of that healing energy, we can then help our ancestral line. Okay, and then look, we have the Ace of Cups back at the bottom of the deck. So yeah, this really talks about like being in touch with one's emotions and going within for that unconditional love, right? And understanding that like love wins, okay? And I feel like you're very focused, you're very determined. This is working towards like a goal, a project. This could be work, this could be career, this could be you doing your own personal work, right? Like your shadow work. This could be a craft. This could be some sort of passion project that you like really love doing. So I feel like, you know, they want you to continue to be focused on what you're creating, okay? Because it is, you're very close to your achievements, which are the 10 of Pentacles and the upright. I feel like you're only 2 away from that. So you're very close. They want you to don't lose sight of what you're trying to accomplish is what I'm getting. I'm also getting like, I feel like there might be someone coming in that you might work with the King of Pentacles and the 8 of Pentacles. Let's see. What's after the 8 of Pentacles? Yeah, the 4 of Swords. I feel like the 4 of Swords is representing like going within for insight, going within to gain insight on what you should be focusing on and mastering. Okay, this is like learning new skills. This could be developing new skills. This could be like something you currently do over and over again. Like there might be a more efficient way to do it. Okay, so I feel like your spirit team, this is kind of like come and talk to us spirit team card. I feel like, yeah, this is gaining insight. This is surrendering. This is definitely like stepping back and reassessing energy and like kind of like surrendering and like receiving enlightenment on how to best move forward on what you're creating. Okay, because they know that like your spirit team knows from like a very high perspective like what is the best path, and I feel like you're receptive to that information, and so they want you to kind of meditate, go within and gain the insight so that they can help align you with that best path. Okay, yeah. Okay, 8 of Swords. What's the 8 of Swords? That is not the collective energy. Yeah, I feel like someone is totally like freaking out. Yeah, I feel like there's definitely some energy here that is unstable, insecure, unhinged. I'm getting like unhinged energy. And then I have the moon card. I feel like this is someone's worst fear is you. What's this? Is this like a worst fear energy? Yeah, this is someone's fear. And it's not your fear, okay? Yeah, Hanged Man. I feel like somebody is fighting so hard to not look at themselves in the light because it illuminates so many shadows that they just can't accept about themselves. Maybe about not being able to accept the things that they have done as well. I feel like this energy is really fighting with themselves and having a really hard time accepting things and how they've played out and what they've done to themselves, right? Like, I feel like they're struggling with that. I feel like they're being set on pause. I feel like there's some sort of sacrifice here that they may have made. Maybe they tried to sacrifice somebody. Maybe someone is super afraid that that's going to come out, that truth is going to be exposed, that someone tried to sacrifice someone else. And if that gets out, there could be some sort of like imprisonment of some kind. Maybe they're in fear of being imprisoned themselves because of what they did to you. I feel like, again, this is like illumination. This is seeing that what they are truly surrounded by, right? I feel like this is someone being sacrificed in some way, shape, or form. Yeah, and there's justice playing out for this. Damn. Yeah, so I'm getting like someone paid money to sacrifice someone. Their soul, their light, whatever that is, sacrifice them from being able to do what they're called to do. And I feel like justice is playing out for that. I feel like there was some spiritual attacks. All right. So that part doesn't apply to everybody. Like, I don't know, like take that with a grain of salt. I feel like I am speaking on a very particular group regarding that specifically. But again, I would say that this is really resulting from a place of insecurity and ego and not feeling good enough, feeling jealous and envious of someone else and their light, and trying to put the light out in whatever way that translates for you in your life. I feel like this energy is protected. Like, they're meant to speak the truth. They're meant to channel this information. They're meant to show people things and say things that, can be bittersweet. Okay. I feel like truth is not always fun. There is a double-edged sword to it. And I feel like that's represented here. I feel like this energy is protected by an archangel. Okay, Michael specifically. But this energy is very heavily protected, and as a result, justice is being served in the physical and in the spiritual realm for trying to sacrifice a light worker. Yeah. What is some advice regarding this? What is this? Yeah, I feel like, we've all had to kind of overcome a lot of challenges, and I feel like we're all being prepared to be in our purpose, to be in our north nodes. I mean, I'm getting a lot of like north node energy with this. So this is the time, like this is the age in which we are doing that. We're ascending, all right? Like, we're not playing it small anymore. I feel like, again, with the death card, like awakening ascension energy, right? I feel like if you're not on this train, and understanding the concepts I'm talking about, then this entire reading is not for you. Yeah, I feel like they want you to be fearless. Okay, like someone is in fear and trapped by the ego. Okay, and that is where they operated from. And now they're learning a very difficult lesson. Okay, I feel like you have processed through this and gained, you know, the golden nugget here, right? And have been able to persevere. I feel like, again, with the Ace of Swords and another sword here, you know, this is number 5. Number 14 breaks down to a 5. So it's saying, allow me to use my sword of light to free you from the disquieting feelings holding you back. Like, I feel like, you know, what you experienced here was quite a lot. And I feel like right now it's rest time for you because of the extent of what was experienced and done. I feel like there's still some things playing out, but you were being divinely guided, and you know, you might have been like in isolation for quite some time, but I feel like you're kind of coming out of that. You are meant to be seen, honey. You're meant to be the light to others. You have a very powerful message to share. You're being encouraged to shine your light on the world so that others can learn from you, whatever way that is, in your own experiences. Okay, so if anything, I hope I am encouraging you to not let any of this stop you. In fact, if anything, this should empower you to keep going, because you have overcome so much, and as a result, you are creating something absolutely amazing from it. And I feel like that's the intent. The intent is to create from a place of experience and accepting things for what they truly are. And yes, there are 2 sides to every situation, and I feel like there's a lot of people learning difficult lessons, and that's why we're here. That's why we're on this planet, is to learn from each other through experience. And I feel like you're in alignment to learn something new with new people, new experiences, new lessons. And so you're embarking on that journey and quest, and just know that like you're meant to shine, and then confirming that like, yes, Archangel Michael is with you and protecting you. That's who this is. Okay. So even though you can't see it, I am actively working on this situation. All right. And you're being guided and helped. Okay. So trust what you receive. Okay. And keep going, like, you know, keep it moving, right? Do what you're called to do. And if you want to dip into some specifics about you, your situation, the advice, and any of that, book a personal. I also accept like one topic, one question reads, like a mini read for $20 or $25 that you can book on my website. Okay, so a couple different reading options on my website. Go check it out. BetweenBothWorlds.com. All right, guys, that completes your reading for today. I hope you enjoy your day. Have a great holiday if you're celebrating. And, you know, love and light, guys. Love and light.